Welcome back, everyone. It is Monday, September 1st. Officially, my hat's falling down. Officially, the best month of the year. Football starting, my birthday month. I'm here at the Warhorse Casino in Omaha, Nebraska. My name is Bad Bet Adam. Today, very special stream. Going back to my first stream on the channel, Huff and Puff, my favorite slot machine. This version specifically, Puff and even more Puff, is probably my favorite version. We'll see how well it does for me. I played this game a lot over the last 2 years. We've laughed, we've cried, we've mainly cried. We're gonna see how today goes. But I put 600 in the machine. We'll go back and forth between $2 and $3 spins all day. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully my birthday month, the hat, being my favorite machine, it'll bring me luck. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get tilted. All right, everyone. Huff and even more Puff. Probably the machine that got me into slot machines was this one. I can tell maybe history of that. So 1 cent denom, we've got $1, $2, $3, $5, and $8 spins. We'll probably go back and forth between $2 and $3 spins. I am very, very familiar with this game. So we want 6 hats or we want 3 saws. 600 bucks in the machine. We'll go back and forth between $2 and $3 bets. I might up it to $4 bets. 6 hats or 3 saws. There's also a couple, one more saw. There's also a couple random bonuses that can occur. So the wolf can howl. When the wolf howls, you're guaranteed either the saw bonus or the hat bonus. There's also a tail bonus. A tail can come swooping across the bottom of the screen if you have 4 or 5 hats, and it'll blow another hat onto the screen. There's also kind of a glitchy bonus in the game that I'll explain. So when you get hats, they're always on the top or the bottom. There's never a hat alone in the middle. If you do see a hat alone in the middle, or you see a hat on the top and the bottom and nothing in the middle, that will also trigger a bonus. We probably won't see that today, that's pretty rare. But you can have 1 hat, and if it's in the middle of a reel, it will trigger a bonus. Or you can have 2 hats. If it's on the top and bottom and none in the middle, it will trigger a bonus. That's pretty rare. I don't think we'll see that today. This is the best symbol. This is the CEO pig. All right? I'm sure you didn't know that's what he's called, but that's what he's called. That's the CEO pig. You line those up, it's gonna be a decent hit. The wolves are wild. This is the 2nd best icon. This is the 3rd best icon. One more saw. So what's nice about this one, so the Huff and Puff series, there is an original. They have 4 of them here at Warhorse. There's an original. It does not have any of the wheels. It does not have any of the random bonuses. It does not have any saws. It is just 6 hats. That's it. Now, like any slot machine, obviously you want to line up all the way across there. So you can see $5.55, $2 bet. So once a series of machines becomes popular, they come out with new versions. They add features, they add bells and whistles, they add bonuses. Well, when they do that, they lower the line pays. If a slot manufacturer like Light & Wonder is going to come out with a new machine and give you more options to bonus, it's going to take something away from you. If you look here at the info on Huff and Puff, and this just isn't with Huff and Puff, this is with Flaming Pots or Buffaloes or Mummies or you name it. When there's a series of games and they come out with new versions, typically the line pays go down. So you can see here, the CEO pig, 5 pigs pays $150. On the original Huff and Puff, the first Huff and Puff with no wheels and no saws, 5 pigs pays $300. This would pay $200. This would pay $150. So all these line pays are cut in half. Huff and Puff, you don't play Huff and Puff for the line pays. You pay Huff and Puff for the bonuses because it's fun, for the features. So as you play all these newer Huff and Puffs, there's a new one that just came out this week called Huff and Puff, I've Had Enough. There's Huff and Puff, Huff and More Puff, Huff and Even More Puff, Huff and Puff Grand, Huff and Puff High Rise. Huff and Puff is probably the most popular slot machine series, certainly on social media right now. So you have your first one. No saws, no wheels, but very good line pays. And if you can get in the bonus, it's very difficult to get in the bonus on the original Huff and Puff because 6 hats is the only way you can do it. But if you can get in the bonus on the original Huff and Puff, those cabins and those mansions pay more. The dollar amounts are higher than some of these newer versions of Huff and Puff. So harder to get in the bonus, better line pays, but the houses pay more. But again, you're struggling to get in the bonus. As the series has gone on, they've given you more ways to bonus. The tape measure is probably the most common icon that pays across. The second version of Huff and Puff was called Huff and More Puff, where they added the wheel, a singular wheel. So in that version, there is no second wheel, there's no golden buzzsaw, but they added the saws. There is no Luck Has Arrived. The Luck Has Arrived feature bonus is kind of what it's called across all slot machines. That's where you can bonus randomly. Every time you hit the button, you have a chance for the Luck Has Arrived to come. On Huff and Puff, it's the wolf howling. So that's not available on the Huff and More Puff version, but they did introduce the saws and they introduced the wheel. The next version is this one, the one I'm playing, Huff and Even More Puff. This was kind of the sweet spot for them. This is the one that really blew up the series. This is the one still probably mostly played. NG Slot on YouTube, this is his favorite game. It's my favorite game. They see the gold saw there on the end. So there's a gold saw on the 5th reel of this version. If you get 2 saws and your gold saw is the 3rd one, that gets you up to the upgraded wheel. You want the upgraded wheel. That'll expand the screen. The golden buzzsaw is probably, if not the best, one of the best bonuses in the casino. The golden buzzsaw is going to guarantee you a decent bonus. Even if it's a shitty bonus, it's still going to be decent as far as bonuses go. Now, of course, it's difficult to get into. You have to have 2 saws in the first 4 reels and then the gold saw on the 5th reel. But that is a new feature to Huff and Even More Puff. That's probably why it's become so popular, is that golden buzzsaw. We all chase the golden buzzsaw. So not only did they add the gold buzzsaw to this version, they added the random bonuses, like I mentioned earlier. The tail coming around the bottom, the wolf howling, all random bonuses that have been added to this version. We want 6 hats, not 5. Every time I get 5 hats or 2 saws, I kind of die a little inside. One more saw. Oh, fuck. So the majors reset at 1,000. This major's up to $2,450. That's a pretty high major for Huff and Puff. Anything over like $1,500 on a major on Huff and Puff is pretty good. Pretty high. I hit the major on Huff and Puff earlier this year, maybe like March-ish. It was for $1,800 on a $3 spin. I've had a couple hand pays on Huff and Puff. The one major. And then the wheel itself, if you get the 3 buzzsaws, it can land on the mansions feature. The mansions feature means every single hat you get is a mansion. I got that. I might have filled the screen. I might have got 15 mansions, and that paid like $1,300. So I've had 2 hand pays on Huff and Puff. Right now I'm down $130. No, wait. Yes, $130. I'm in for $600. $2 a spin. We might try $3 a spin at some point. So anything 5 of a cross, that's our goal. That's $18 for those tape measures. 2 more hats. So hopefully we can get into the bonus. I can show you guys the wheel. I can show you guys the hats. Like I said, my favorite machine. I love the bonuses. But if a machine's popular, it's highly volatile. I've talked about volatility on slot machines on my videos in the past. Low volatility machines are like double diamond, super triple moolah. Double Diamond Deluxe, you know, Blazing Red 7s, Mr. Cashman. Any of those old school 3-reel singular line pay across the middle machines have low volatility, meaning those machines are going to pay you back 92 to 93% of your money. You can play those machines for a very long period of time and not be down too much money. The catch is they're boring, right? Who wants to watch it? Who wants to play them? So casinos started adding all these bells and whistles, these fancy bright machines with all the bonuses. Well, the more bonuses and the higher the jackpot, the higher the volatility of a game. So it really just depends what you're going for when you play a slot machine. If you want fun, if you want the potential of big bonuses, and you don't mind a lot of dead spins meaning like this, where you get nothing back, Huff and Puff's a very fun game for you to play. If you want something more consistent, where you're not going to blow 170 bucks in 6 minutes, play some of the old school machines. Those will be more consistent, especially Mr. Cashman. Yeah, Warhorse doesn't have any because it's an older game. But most casinos have a lot of Mr. Cashman games. It's a pretty popular series, and it's going to be low on the volatility scale. So like I said, just depends what you're going for. This is the machine probably that first got me into slots. I never used to bet more than 88 cents a spin. Betting $1 a spin was crazy to me. And this version, the minimum bet is $1. I remember thinking, God, well, I'll try it. It's 12 cents more a spin than I'd like to play. And I think I had like a full screen of those blue lumberjack pigs, or close to a full screen, and $1 paid like $2.80 or something. And I remember thinking like, wow, this is fun. And then the wolf howls and it's fun. So it kind of hooked me right away. I try not to play it too much because again, it can wreck you. It really can. I mean, I'm down 200 bucks. I'm down 100 spins already. 100 fucking spins. I swear to Christ. Let's talk about yesterday's debacle as well. Yesterday, Mystery of the Lamp. Terrible session. 300 bucks gone. Probably not even a half hour. One bonus, and that was like $27. And it was a double pop, and it was still 27 bucks. Absolute debacle. Nightmare. Horrendous. That hurts. If I'm going to lose money, I might as well lose money playing a game that I enjoy. Sometimes I try to avoid Huff and Puff because I know how difficult it can be. But then when I play other machines and I get my fucking ass kicked, I go, I might as well have played Huff and Puff. Sometimes I'll play blackjack and I can't win a goddamn hand, and I'll go, shit, I'd rather play Huff and Puff. But as you guys can see, Huff and Puff, hey! Wow. As you guys can see, Huff and Puff is amazing. What a fun game. So, we got into the Mega Hat feature. 6 free games. This is going to be a little different than other bonuses you guys have seen. There's no hold and spin. 6 free games. It resets for 3 hats. If I get 3 hats on one of these spins, it will keep that spin. It will add the spin back. So that's a free spin, 3 hats or more. So we're looking for 3 hats or more. On top of that, we want hats on the same spot, because there's 3 kind of houses. There's straw houses, which is what we're starting with. Then there's cabins, then there's mansions. So right now I have 7 straw hats. There we go. So you see that. Starts with 6 spins. Every 3 hats you get keeps that spin alive. It doesn't cost you that spin. Now that one in the middle is red. That has turned into a cabin. We want one more hat on that middle. There we go. So the reds are cabins, the golds are mansions. We want one more hat on the reds to turn them into mansions. Mansions are what opens us up to the majors and the grands and the minors. So you have your straw hats, your cabins, and your mansions. Hopefully I can get some mansions here. I've got a few cabins, I got a shot. Again, 3 hats is a retrigger. God damn it. There we go. That was a very good spin. Gave me a mansion over there on the right in the middle. See how it turned gold? So that's a mansion. I've got a lot of cabins. I'd like some hats on these cabins. Please, last spin. Nothing. So 1 mansion, 3, 4, 5, 6 cabins. That's a lot of cabins. I was 1 hat away from turning those cabins into mansions. The jump from a cabin to a mansion is big. So frustrating when you see that many cabins on the screen. I was only 1 hat away from turning them over. So the wolf now blows them down, and you win whatever's behind you. $34.50 so far, 1 mansion remaining. Mini times 2 is 20 bucks. $54.50 for the bonus, 27 times my bet. Not great, but at least I got a mansion. You can see you want coins when you get the mansions. The coins are what give you the minors, the majors, the grands, the minis. So that's the super hat, the mega hat feature. Pretty standard. That wasn't bad. I got quite a few hats. I've had mega hat features where I got no hats, and I want to take my forehead and slam it into the screen. That one wasn't bad. It gave me 1 mansion at least. A lot of cabins though. That could have been really good if I could have got a few more mansions. My philosophy on the mega hat bonus is 2 mansions or up's a good bonus. 2 mansions or more. So getting 1, not great, but I'll take it. I'm at 430 right now. So I'm down 170. So right when I started to talk shit, it put me in the bonus. I'd like to get the buzzsaw feature is better than the hat feature. The buzzsaw feature is what spins the wheel. So you'd like the saws. The hats is kind of the introductory bonus, the worst of the bonuses. That's the most common one you're gonna get. That's 5. I hate 5. I hate 5 hats. It'll drive you nuts. So the video yesterday, as I was referring to, Genie Mystery of the Lamp was terrible. 300 bucks gone. Only 1 bonus, and it wasn't even 30 bucks. Terrible. I won't come back to that for a while. That one left a bad taste in my mouth. Didn't really get much back and forth on that whatsoever. Yes! Pretty good. Another bonus within what? 15, 20 spins? So same deal here. We want mansions. We want to build on those icons. So we want hats over on those icons there that I started with. Dead spins suck. We don't want that. 6 free spins. Every 3 hats you get, we'll keep that spin for you. So you can see there's a cabin in the middle now. We want a hat on that cabin. There we go. Yes, mansion in the middle. Yes. So if you get a hat on a mansion, the hat will move to a space and upgrade it. Nice. So if you get a hat on a mansion, it will move to a cabin and will turn that cabin into a mansion. As you guys just saw. Last spin. Okay. 2 mansions, like I just said a few minutes ago. 2 mansions are up, is a decent bonus. I'll take it. So 2 cabins, 2 mansions, and then we got the straw hats. All right, what do we got? Coins, coins, coins. We want coins. Whoa! Guys, $150 coin. Well, $150 number, not a coin. Wow. That's $15. That's the minimum mansion for a $2 bet. 7.5 times your bet is, I I think it's 6.5 times your bet's the minimum. But that $15 one sucks. That, though, is a $150 mansion. That is better than the coins. The miner's only 50 bucks. That is very rare. Very rare. I will take that all day long. A $150 mansion. That's a $184 bonus. That's 92 times my bet. That brings us back up to $584.24. I'm only down 15 bucks now. Excellent, excellent bonus. $150 mansion there in the middle. Awesome. If it was a coin, it'd be a $10 mini or a $50 miner probably. So, $150 mansion, love it. Generally you do want the coins because the dollar amounts are usually not better than the coins, but that is incredible. A 5-digit mansion, very rare. Awesome, 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 wow. Very cool. Brings us back in the game. I'm at 580 now, only down 20 bucks. A mansion, 75 times my bet. Awesome. So you're starting to see the volatility of Huff and Puff. The next 10 minutes could go by and I get nothing and I'm down to $300. Or you can get a bonus and those mansions can pay huge. I would love to get the buzzsaw bonus, show you guys the wheel. One more, shit. We want 3 saws. We would love the gold saw on the 3rd reel, that would be awesome. I might do a whole week of Huff and Puff at some point. Play all the different versions to show you guys. So after this version, I talked about yesterday, that video was awful. Yeah, won't be playing Mystery of the Lamp. Mystery of the Lamp and Wheel of Fortune both. Those killed me. Ironically, they're both side by side in the high limit room. So maybe I just need to avoid that wall of the high limit room. I played top dollar in the high limit room. It wasn't that bad. One more saw. Shit. So after this version, this is Huff and even more Puff. So this was the 3rd version. From here, it is really snowballed into many different versions. There's actually it looks like a old school machine. It's got the 3 reels and the small icons. They've rolled that out at the Warhorses. I saw it at the Warhorse in Lincoln about 6 months ago. They got it here now too. It's another version of Huff and Puff on a small screen with 3 reels, kind of like the Double Diamond. And so that's available. That has come out since this version. There is Huff and Puff High Rise. Might play that on stream. That's kind of a unique twist. Huff and Puff High Rise will give you bombs that can make the screen larger. It has saws that go up and down and left and right. So it added a lot of bells and whistles to Huff and Puff High Rise. There's also Huff and Puff Hard Hat. That puts, one more saw, shit. That puts a giant hat in the middle of the screen, and every hat you collect, kind of like one of those triple pop games. Every hat you collect goes into the big hat, and that hat could pop and give you a bonus. Then there is probably my favorite one they've come out with, but it's not here at Warhorse yet, called Huff and Puff Grand, where they added a 3rd wheel and they added a diamond buzzsaw. Of course, with the 3rd wheel and the diamond buzzsaw, the minimum bet goes up. The minimum bet on that machine is $1.25. So it's getting pretty pricey to play that machine, even just at the minimum. That's a fun one though, I really enjoy that. And then recently, in the past 2 weeks maybe, they came out with Huff and Puff I've Had Enough. That is not in the Midwest yet. I have seen it on videos in Vegas, and it looks fun. It's added a couple different twists to the Huff and Puff series. So what did I just rattle off? 6 or 7 different versions of Huff and Puff. This is the 3rd. This is the one I've played the most. This one and the Grand are probably my favorites. 2 more. Oh shit! There's the gold buzzsaw with another saw. Very close, guys. Very close. So we're at 486. I'm in for 600. So I'm down only about 115 right now. I'd like to get the last 5 hats. God, 5 hats sucks. I'd like to get the buzzsaw bonus at least once. Ideally the gold buzzsaw. So today, playing this, I'll probably eat a giant steak somewhere. I am down to 207 pounds. 206, 207, I think. You know, I was up to 241 in late July. Yeah, July 22nd, I think. So I'm down like 35 pounds in 5-6 weeks. I feel a lot better. I tell you though, I'm constantly dehydrated. But in terms of how I feel, much better. I need to get back in the gym. I haven't really done that I've lost all this weight just because of diet and just staying active, but haven't actually worked out. So once I'll start lifting weights again here soon. Should be a very fun week. Again, Thursday will be my birthday, 26th birthday. NFL season starts on Thursday. Cowboys, Eagles. One more saw. Cowboys, Eagles. That'll be an amazing game. You know, Micah Parsons just got traded. Cowboys got a couple first-round picks and a Pro Bowl defensive tackle for him. Most Cowboy fans are pretty upset about that, but you got to wait and see how those draft picks pan out, I suppose. So it should be a good week. The weather's changing, fall's coming, Halloween's approaching. September 1st is when I really start getting excited for sports. There is a Venn diagram that had the circles, 3 circles, and that sweet spot in the middle where all 3 circles align. We're approaching that sweet spot in sports. There is a few week period where we have college football, NFL football, playoff baseball, and NBA all going on at the same time. It is a 3-week span in October. Playoff baseball is very exciting. So obviously baseball is winding down. So you got your playoffs, you have the start of the NBA season, and you have your college and NFL seasons in full swing. So that time frame, meeting all those circles in the middle is approaching, and I can't wait for that. My favorite time of the year. I started a show on Netflix that was recommended, supposedly getting pretty good reviews. The Hunting Wives. I don't know if anyone's heard of this show, The Hunting Wives. It's a show on Netflix. I watched the first couple episodes. Not bad. It's very satirical, over the top. Small Texas town. A rich farmer with the wife who cheats and does the drugs, and he cheats, and they have an agreement. And the author said, the creator said, she grew up in one of these small towns in Texas, and she was always intrigued by the culture. So we have this main character, this new girl that's kind of a country bumpkin that moves in, and now she's becoming intrigued with this lifestyle. It's pretty good. I'm a couple episodes in, so I believe there's only just one season out right now. I'll probably watch the rest of that season this week. One more saw. Fuck. I'd like to show you guys the buzzsaw bonus. Down about $220 now. What did I say after I got that last bonus? The next 10 minutes could give me nothing. And the next 10 minutes has giving me nothing. Netflix is actually becoming, I think they keep raising their rates. I guess like everything else. I'll tell you, again, if you know me personally, I waste money like nobody's business. I spend and spend and spend. Or it's fucking soft. So, if I'm telling you there's something I actually spend money on that is worthwhile, you should listen because I blow a lot of it. YouTube Premium is the best $15 a month I spend. YouTube Premium. There are two big perks, advantages, reasons why you'd want to get YouTube Premium. I listen to YouTube like 8 hours a day, so I understand that's not usual. It's kind of weird. So for me, it's a no-brainer. But even if you watch YouTube casually, the two benefits of YouTube Premium, number one is no ads. I have not seen a commercial on YouTube in years, and I never will, ever. Ads on YouTube, I want no part of it. It doesn't dawn on me till I'm with other people and they pull up their YouTube that actually there are people out there that watch ads on YouTube. Pay the $15 a month, get rid of the ads. The second biggest feature, it's actually probably the most important to me, is you can play YouTube in the background. You can minimize YouTube, you can click the button on the side of your phone to actually close your phone screen, blacken your phone screen, and YouTube will still play. As you guys know, if you don't have YouTube Premium and you minimize it or try to open a browser or another app or click the button to close your phone screen, YouTube will stop playing. Well, with YouTube Premium, YouTube will still play in the background. Those are the two huge benefits of YouTube Premium. Well worth the $15 a month to me. I fall asleep to YouTube a lot, and I walk around in my car everywhere and I have YouTube playing, and I have to be able to close my phone. I have to be able to do things in the background. And again, no ads. So that's a no-brainer for me. I once bought, I actually worked for Abercrombie back in the day. I once bought an Abercrombie coat when I was like 18, and that coat lasted like 15 years. That might have been one of my better investments as well. Nothing I have or own ever lasts that long. Birkenstocks are good investments. They'll last forever. I pretty much live in Birkenstocks year-round. Snow, sleet, rain, hail, whatever the fucking post office saying is, I'll be in Birkenstocks. So $2 a spin here, $2.90.82. I'm down 300. I'm going to up it to $3 a spin. So we're now at $3 a spin. I'd like to get the Buzzsaw bonus now at $3. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to a 5-cent denom, $3 bet. So what that does when you raise the denomination is it raises the bonuses, raises the coins. So the mini instead of being 10 is now 50. The minor instead of being 50 is now 250. So if I can get one of the bonuses in the 5-cent denom and I can get a coin, it will be better than the 1-cent denom. So I'm at $3 right now. 5-cent denomination, which would mean all the numbers on the screen are times 5. I'm in for 600. Like I said, I might do maybe a whole week of Huff and Puff, showing you guys all the different versions. Trying to go a little longer today, show you guys the Buzzsaw bonus, and because I like playing Huff and Puff. So we're at the 5-cent denom. I'd love to get the gold saw on this denomination. That would be huge. I'm in for 600, so I'm down, what, 380 right now? I did get a pretty good mansion earlier in the video, $150 mansion. Not much since though. I've been getting wrecked since. Haven't had a random bonus. The wolf has not howled. The wolf howl is good because that can give you the Buzzsaw bonus. It can actually give you the golden Buzzsaw bonus. So really like where the channel's at right now. Really appreciate all the support and the subs and the views. Telling your friends, sharing it on social media. as of this recording, close to 200 subs already, which is unheard of in the first 3 weeks of a YouTube channel. I'm very happy with that. Very grateful to you guys for that. I believe I'm over 25,000 views, close to 30,000 views, and over 400 hours watched now. Again, to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subs and you need 4,000 hours viewed. That can take a lot of people years, and some may never get there. I did not start this channel in the hopes to make any money. The channel is actually costing me a lot of money. But maybe I'll get there, and we'll see where it goes from there. The lighting is still not where I want it to be. What I'm trying to do with the fucking lighting is not have to bring in multiple tripods. I'm well aware I could buy separate lighting mechanics, tripods, and set them up. I know I could do that. What I'm trying to avoid shucking in 8 gym bags worth of shit every single morning. I want to avoid that. I want to just keep my singular tripod with my camera and the lights attached to the camera. That would be my goal. So that being said, I have one light on top of my camera, and then I have two lights attached to my tripod. I know, I may have to bite the bullet and eventually buy separate lighting. I'd like to avoid that if possible. If possible. So I continue to play around with that. In terms of the editing and the slot play itself and all the angles, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Nothing. Cannot get a saw bonus. Cannot get a saw bonus. I had 2 mega hat features pretty much back to back within 5 minutes of each other. Other than that today, nothing. I am not putting more money on this machine. So if I get down, so be it. I'm not going to chase the buzzsaw feature. I'll get it next time I do a Huff and Puff video. If I don't get it now. Not a biggie. But you guys can all, I'd love it if you guys left comments on the videos and you told me maybe what you wanted me to play. If you have a favorite, I'll see if they have it here. I'd be happy to play it. I love comments, love the involvement, the interaction on the channel. Really pleased with my thumbnails now too. Like I said, I've got a few graphic designers working for me. They're rolling those out every morning. Really appreciate their help. Not much here. It's going to be down 600. I had the $150 mansion. Aside from that, bad bet Adam strikes again. Back-to-back days. 300 yesterday. Nothing. Going to be 600 today. $900 in 2 days. And I had about a good 8-day run there where I was either up or not losing much. Oh, guy behind me just got a bonus. That's one of my favorite things when you play slots, is when you're getting killed and the guy next to you gets a bonus. Man, that just warms my fucking heart. I am so happy for him. God, good for him. Good for him. Oh, when my fellow slot players win and I lose, you know what? I don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. So we're winding down here, about another 20 spins. Not much has gone on. No buzzsaw bonus. I got 2 mega hat bonuses. I hope the rest of the week does not go the same way the Genies and the Huff and Puff did. At one point I was back up to 580, only down 20. But you guys are seeing the volatility of Huff and Puff. A lot of dead spins. A lot. Probably more dead spins than any other slot machine. But again, we play it because of the bonus potential. A lot of different ways to bonus, and the bonuses can be Pretty beneficial. This video though, after the couple I had and the one decent mansion, absolutely nothing. Looks like we're gonna be down 900 bucks in the last 2 days. And these are not high bet amounts. I mean, $3 is starting to get up there. But $1, $2, $3 bets to be down 900 in 2 days. Huff and Puff does have a mega saver feature, like a spin saver feature, where if you don't have enough money for the minimum, you can play wager saver. If it lands in the green, you get a spin. So I'm getting this spin for $2.37. I'm gonna do it now for a 15-cent. You'll see the green spot, how small it is, because it's only a 15-cent spin. So that's it, everyone. That was Huff and Puff. Again, it is my favorite game. It wrecked me today, but I'll regroup, come back, play it again another time. That's it, everybody. All right, everyone. That was Huff and even more Puff. The guy behind me is going crazy. He's had 3 bonuses in 10 minutes. I am so happy for him. That is fantastic. My hat here. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll play yet. I love Huff and Puff, but it wrecked me today. I did have that one big mansion. Aside from that, a lot of dead spins, not much happened. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subbing. Share to your social medias. I am forever grateful to all of you. I hope you like the streams. I hope you like the videos. I'm gonna try to maybe start going live on a Friday or Saturday night. And if I drink, that's gonna be must-see TV. I promise you that. Don't know if I want to open that can of worms, but thank you all. I love you all. That's it for today.